Hey guys, it's Russell back. Well, this is the episode everybody wants to know, what am I going to put on the Jetta? And I've decided it's between the Adams paint sealant and Chemical Guys Jet Seal. I've been using this stuff for years and years, and quite possibly this is the best sealant I've ever used. This stuff will last 12 months on your car, even if you don't wash it as frequently as you should when the car is out in the elements all the time. Okay, it gets very hot here in the summer, it gets cold in the winter, we have a lot of rain. This stuff is fantastic. Then you've got Chemical Guys Jet Seal. I've never used this before, but have heard some really good things about it. So which one am I going to use on the Jetta? Because whichever one I'm going to use, it's going to be on there for a year. And the one that I'm choosing is the Jet Seal. Now, not only am I going to be putting the Jet Seal on, but on top of that, I'm going to be putting Chemical Guys Butter Wet Wax. Why? Well, because my curiosity has gotten the better of me, and I want to see if the Chemical Guys Jet Seal is as good as the Adams. It could be better, it may not be, it may be equal, I don't know. Many times I've used the Adams paint sealant and then put their butter wet wax on top of that. I didn't do this last time, but I'm going to try. I'm going to use the Jet Seal, and we're going to see how it lasts, and we'll come back in 12 months and reevaluate it. I'm sure I will strip the car, do another strip wax on there, and same thing we did before, probably minus the buffing. This paint, unfortunately, is ravaged by acid rain, and it's going to take wet sanding the car to get it to a mirror-like finish. I'm just not going to do it. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it one day and do a video on it for you guys, but this is a daily driver. As long as the paint's nice and shiny and clean, being that the car's white, you can't hardly notice it unless you're in certain types of light. So anyway, we're going to go with the Chemical Guys. Two ways to apply this. You can do it by machine with a very fine pad on your DA sander or DA polisher, or you can do it by hand. I'm going to do it both because there's some places on here you just can't get the machine pad on. So I'm going to set the tripod up. One thing I do want to note, which is weird, the Adams paint sealant is the aroma to it is very petroleum distillate smelling, if that makes any sense, almost like what you would expect a wax or sealant to smell like. It's not bad, that's just what it smells like. And this has almost no smell whatsoever. So this is actually the first time I've ever opened this. So anyway, let me get the tripod set up. I'm going to tape a few things off so I don't get this on the trim, and we're going to go for it. All right, so we've got our DA polisher here again. I've got a black waffle pad on here. This is very soft. This is designed to apply waxes or sealants. So I'm just going to give this a really good shake, and we're just going to apply this just like that. And if you've never applied wax or sealant with a polisher before, it's very easy. I'm going to put this on about speed 1. All we're doing, remember, is we're not doing any paint correction, we're just spreading this out. That's it. It's very fast. Got a microfiber cloth that I will use when I get to areas that are too small for this. So I'm going to go ahead and do the whole car, and the directions say to let this sit at least 20 minutes before wiping it off. So I'm going to go ahead and do the whole car, and we'll come back before I wipe this off and let you guys see what it looks like. Okay, we're back here, and I've done the entire car, including the glass. So it's set for 20 to 40 minutes, and I've got a really soft microfiber cloth. It's about nearly 500 grams, and other than the smell and the color difference, I can tell no difference as far as the application between the chemical guys and the atoms. It comes off very easy. It leaves a super slick finish, but again, if you hadn't told me that this was chemical guys and the color is just a little different, then I can't tell a difference. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take all of this residue off the car, and the next step will be in about, I don't know, 12 or 14 hours. I'm going to apply over the top of this the Chemical Guys Butter Wet Wax, and then we will we'll do a little beating test with the hose if the weather will cooperate with us, just to see if there's just to see what kind of water beating there is. But I'm going to go ahead and finish this. I'm going to get all the glass. If you've never waxed the glass on cars, you don't ever need to get Rain-X again. The rain will just bead right up and will slide right off the glass. But the glass has to be very clean. You need to clay bar it. You need to make sure that it is completely free of contaminants, including wiped down with alcohol. In fact, I'll show you how easy this comes off. Yeah, so, and I'm impressed. It doesn't leave any, doesn't seem like it mars the trim at all. Comes right off. So anyway, I'm going to finish this up, and then I will see you tomorrow when we do the Butter Wet Wax. Alright, so we've let the jet seal cure on the paint for about 14 hours now. And the very last step that I'm going to go ahead and do, you don't have to do this step. This is just for a little extra protection. I want to see if we can get this to last more than a year. If it does, that's awesome. So I'm going to take some of this Butter Wet Wax and a microfiber applicator, and we're just going to put a little bit on there. Just spread it out. This goes on very easy. I have never used the Butter Wet Wax before. The only thing I have used in probably the last 10 years has been the Adams buttery wax. There has been some, I guess, debate on the internet about whether Chemical Guys makes their products. I don't believe so. It doesn't, this product doesn't act the same to me. So who knows? Who cares? The key to doing this is to make sure you're doing it in a straight line. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do the whole car over with the butter wet wax on top of the Jet Seal 109. And as soon as I'm done with that, I'll let you see what it looks like, and then we'll buff it off and we will be done with our paint. Alright, I've gone around the entire car and done the butter wet wax. I did the top and the trunk last. I believe it looks like it's ready to come off on the hood. The directions give no time. It just says to apply and then you can remove it. So I'm going to go grab something to eat. I'll grab a microfiber towel, get everything off, and then show you the final result. Alright guys, so it's been about a month since I ended the video and applied the Chemical Guys and the butter wet wax. Chemical Guys Jet Seal. I wanted to show you, I just washed the car and wanted to show you how well that it's still beating. Hopefully the camera can pick this up. But the surface is just as slick as glass still. And it's really, when you do wash it, it's very, very easy for the dirt to come off. But anyway, that's what it looks like a month later. I will do a follow-up video at the 12-month mark, and we'll see if the Chemical Guys Jet Seal and butter wet wax still holds the shine and the water beading that it does now. You guys take care, and I'll see you on the next video.